Remoni, can you hear me, Buddha?
Yes.
Okay. Punara, check your answers. Why there are some spaces? I mean, Punara. I'm talking about the paper, answers of the paper. Then this zero opportunity cost, you can do it, right? Punara, can you hear me, Buddha? Right. Today lesson is my maximum price. Sorry, price control policies. Yes, maximum price. I mean under price control policy. Okay. Lamai, we are discussing government intervention to pre-market, right? In your level, mainly there are three government intervention methods. Okay, we have to discuss three. First one is unit taxes, indirect taxes. Second one is subsidy. Okay, third one is price control policies, right? We have already completed taxes and subsidies. Okay, today I'm going to start price control policies, the biggest part in this lesson. Okay, price control policy. Uh, Check this tube. Now this is a separate one. I might have sent it separately. Okay, the Lamai. Right. So any doubt before the class? Before we start the class? Sitma? No? No. Okay. Send me answer, Sandeep. I talking about that term test paper. Send me answers. Punar, are you there, Putta? Yes, can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, sir.
I was talking about your answers, Lamai. Why haven't you answered so many questions? Zero opportunity cost, you know, right? This I'm talking about press question to show zero opportunity cost on a PPC. Why there's a space? Did you do this paper on time or did you take too much time?
I did it on time, sir.
On time. That's better, Lamai. Without going through notes and everything. Isn't it? Or then if it
Yes.
is, yeah, then it's okay, Lamai. Yeah. Everyone, Lamai, send me answers. Not now, after the class. You want me to check. Right. Then Lamai, right, price control policies. Lamai, mainly there are two types of price control policy. Puta, price control mean government controls the price of goods and services. Okay, the Lamai. It's a law. These are legal prices, remember. No one can say, no, I'm not going to follow this price or no. These are totally legal prices, completely legal, right? Because these prices set by the government based on the government power, right? The power of the state government. Okay, the Lamai. So everyone has to follow these price, regardless of person, right? Or position or whatever. Okay, right. Third government intervention method is price control policies. Right. Third one is price control policies. Price control policies. This is third government intervention method, Lamai. Price control policies. Lamai, mainly price control policies mean the government sets a legal price. Sets a legal price on goods and services. Did you get the point? Okay. Government comes and sets a legal price on goods and services. Mainly, there are two prices, Lamai. There are two price control policies. If you, yeah, first one, Lamai, maximum price. First one is maximum price. Setting a maximum price. Okay. This is also known as price ceiling, Lamai. Ceiling price. Ceiling price. Okay, the Lamai. Second one is minimum price. Second one is the minimum price. Second one is the minimum price. This is called price floor. Floor price. Floor price. Okay, the Lamai. Then remember, Lamai, this maximum price is set by the government to protect consumers. Main purpose is to protect consumers, right? Then minimum price, the main purpose of minimum price is to provide some benefits to producers. Okay, the Lama, if you want, write this down. Mainly, there are two price control policies. Price control means it's a legal price set by the government on goods and services. Okay, the Lama. There are two prices, maximum price and minimum price. Okay, maximum price is also known as price ceiling. Is here price floor. Okay, the maximum price is set by the government to protect consumers from unnecessary, or we can say unaffordable prices. Okay, expensive prices. Minimum price is the set by the government to give some benefits to producers. Okay, the Lamai. Right, we'll discuss in detail. Ask anything, Lamai. No, right? No issue. Ayatmi, can you hear me, Buddha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, the Lamai, write down Mainly there are two price control policies. Yes, first one lamai, maximum price or ceiling price. Second one is here. First one is maximum price. Maximum price. Or we can say lamai price ceiling. Ceiling price. Okay, lamai. The second one is low price, or we can say minimum price. Minimum price, or we can say low price. Okay, the number. Low price. Okay, Lamai? Right. Then Lamai, today I'm about to discuss imposing maximum price. Okay, the Lamai. Do you need more time, Lamai? I think it's done. Right, okay, Lamai. Maximum price. Maximum price. Lamai, listen me carefully. This is not simple. But the maximum price is very common in Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan government always sets maximum price on, especially on essential products like rice, coconut, egg, milk powder. Okay, the lamai. Right. Listen me. First one, maximum price. Okay, the lamai. But that every product has a demand and supply. Right? Every product has its own demand and supply. Assume this product is rice lamai. This is a rice market. Right? This is demand curve, market demand curve. This is the supply curve. Okay, the lamai. This is the equilibrium price. Assume lamai, now equilibrium price is 300 rupees and quantity is let's say 1000 metric tons. Okay, the lamai. My question is a rice market. It's a rice market. I'm talking about rice market. Okay, the lamai. Listen carefully. Sitma, who sets this 300 rupees? Who decides this 300 rupees per unit of rice?
Market demand and market supply
Very good.
forces.
Market demand and supply, not the government, Lamai. Understand. This is a pre-market. Can you remember price mechanism, Lamai? Price mechanism, demand and supply, these forces. Okay, so then this product has been given a price of 300 rupees by demand and supply forces. Okay, the Lamai, according to current market condition. But remember, Lamai, this is equilibrium price, right? The important one is lamai, at price 300, both quantity demand and quantity supply equal. Quantity demand 1000, quantity supply also let's say 1000 metric. Now market is in equilibrium. Now, my government comes to the market and government just think of, okay, 1 unit of rice is being sold at 300 rupees. In Sri Lanka, my rice mean is like, this is a staple product, right? Necessity. So the government thinks that, okay, this is too expensive. The essential product, it's too expensive, right? Price, which has been determined by demand and supply forces, is really expensive. So, it's not fair. It's unfair price for consumers. Okay, the line, right? Who thinks this? Government. Understand? Demand and supply forces have set a price on 1 unit of rice. It's 300. Government thinks that this price is unfair for consumers. Then Lamai, government sets a legal price. Remember, this is a legal price. Government sets a legal price below the prevailing equilibrium price. Right? Government sets a legal price below the equilibrium price. Then government says, no, 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 no. Hereafter, 1 unit of rice must be sold at 200 rupees. Remember, this is a legal price, not just a price. It's a legal price, right? Everyone has to follow this price, both consumers and producers. Okay, this is called maximum price or price ceiling. Maximum price. Maximum price. Okay, the lamai. How to define a maximum price, lamai? Maximum price is the price which is set by the government on goods and services. Okay, the lamai. And this price is set by the government below the prevailing equilibrium price to protect consumers. Or we can say to make products fair, right? Fair prices, right? To make products available at fair prices. Okay, the lamai. So this is called maximum price or ceiling price. Ceiling. Maximum price or ceiling price. My next question is, Lamai, this is very common can you remember just this? Soon after this new government came to the power, there was a rice shortage, right? Then price started to increase. Then what government did was that government imposed or set a maximum price. Then government said, no, 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 hereafter the 1 unit of rice can be sold at this price. Okay, the lamai. If anyone charges more than the price set by the government, it becomes an illegal price. Okay, the lamai. Milk powder, it's very common. If you can remember, lamai, during COVID pandemic period, this PCR test at the very beginning of COVID-19, during first wave of COVID-19, the private hospitals were charging different prices for PCR tests. Right, one hospital 10,000, another 12,000, different prices. At that time, Lama, it was like an essential service, Lama, doing PCR and antigen test. Right, then Sri Lankan government set a maximum price on PCR test. The government said, no, 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 every only 6,000 can be charged for a PCR test. Then every private hospital had to follow 6,000 rupees, Lamai, this rule. Okay, then coconut, no, egg, milk powder, salt, Lamai, is very, it recently happened, like 2 months ago. Can you remember, Lamai? The government had to set the maximum price on salt packet, right? 500, the packet of 500 gram, this is the price. Okay, the lamai. This is called maximum price or price ceiling price. Okay, the lamai. But here, remember, Punara, is it equilibrium price for the 200? 200. When talking about 200, is it equilibrium price or not?
It's no.
No, Nilamai. Why? Come along this line. 200, this is supply curve. So that this is a supply, assume 700 units. Soon after, government sets this 200 rupees maximum price on this product, suppliers reduce quantity supply. Why? They are willing to supply less at price 200. We know that when price goes down, supply reduces. Sigma, what happens to demand? Price. Demand increase, assume up to 1200. Why, Lamai? Now product has become more, the affordable. Then more, when price goes down, consumers are willing to buy more. Then more consumers come and ask this product. 1200 units are being demanded while 700 units are being supplied. Then demand and supply are not equal, Lamai, right? Maximum at 200 rupees, demand 1200, supply 700 units. Then you can see, Lamai, demand and supply not balance. Okay, so that tell me, is it excess supply or excess demand? Sandeep, excess demand or excess supply? Itma,
Excess demand.
I can't hear you. Speak louder.
Excess demand. Excess demand.
Excess demand, yes, because demand exceeds supply. Excess demand. Excess demand. So remember, Lamai, if government sets a maximum price today, tonight, definitely there will be an excess demand in the market by tomorrow morning. අර ඔයාලා ළමයි මේක මේ ලංකාවේ එක්සස් ඩිමාන්ඩ් කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ ඕක මිනිස්සු ළමයි. බලන්න යාලා කියනවා දැන් අපි කියමු ඒක හරි කොමන් ළමයි. ඔයාලගේ අම්මලාගෙන් එහෙම අහලා බලන්න. දැන් මැක්සිමම් ප්‍රයිස් එකක් දැම්මට පස්සේ ඔයා යන්න කඩේට සීනි හරි මොන හරි කියන්න ළමයි හරි. ප්‍රයිස්ම කියන්න. ගිහිල්ලා ඇහුවාම එයා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මුදලාලි කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? හරි මොන හරි සීනි මුදලාලි සීනි තියනවාද මේ ප්‍රයිස් එකට? ඒතර එයා කියනවා මේ නෑ කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ. අර සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සු කියන්නේ ඔය අර බඩු හංගලා කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ ළමයි. ඔය ඒ සාමාන්‍ය මිනිස්සුන්ට එක්සස් ඩිමාන්ඩ් එක තේරෙන විදිය ළමයි. ක්ලියර්ද ළමයි? ඒ කියන්නේ මාකට් එකේ මාර ඩිමාන්ඩ් එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි සප්ලයි එක ටිකයි. ටිකයි කියන්නේ ළමයි සප්ලයි එක තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අර මාකට් එකට දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔකට තමයි මිනිස්සු අර සාමාන්‍යය කියන්නේ බඩු හංගලා කියලා. කාලා කන්නේ. එහෙම කියලා කියනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ප්‍රයිස් එක වැඩි වුණාම මේ විකුණන්න මේවා හංගලා තියන් ඉන්නවා. ගහන්න ඕනේ එහෙම කියලා කියනවා ළමයි. හරිද? ඒකට කියනවා එක්සස්. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මැක්සිමම් ප්‍රයිස් ඔය සමහර මිනිස්සු කියනවා නේද ළමයි ඔයාලා අහලා ඇති. මෙයාලා එක එක ප්‍රයිසස් ගන්නවා මේ හරි කම්පැනිස් හරි එක එක ඒවා charge කරනවා හැම ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකකටම ගවර්න්මන්ට් එක මේ වගේ ප්‍රයිස් කන්ට්‍රෝල් එකක් දාන්න ඕන. අහලා තියෙනවද ඔය කියනවා ළමයි. එහෙම හරියන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි වෙන්න අවුල. මේක ආවට පස්සේ ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? එතකොට අර ඒක නිකන් අර හිත හදා ගන්න හොඳයි ළමයි. Government can say in front of media. Okay, the lamai then government can say, okay, as a government, as a strong government, we have set a maximum price on this product. That is only thing we can do as a government, right? We think about consumers. That's why we have given a maximum price. Then if any seller charges more than maximum price, definitely will take some legal actions ළමයි. ඔච්චර තමයි යාට කියන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි. හරිද? මේක හරි ඉන්එෆෙක්ටිව් ළමයි. හරි ඊළඟ දවසේ උදේ මාකට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා බැලුවාම මේ ප්‍රයිස් එකට ගන්න නෑ ළමයි. සමහරවිට 200 උත් නෙමෙයි 300 වලටත් වැඩියෙන් ගෙවන්න වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ. ඕකේද ළමයි? right. මොනවා හරි ඉෂුව එකක් තියෙනවද? any issue ළමයි? no. Right, then how to define a maximum price, lamai? Write down maximum price is the legal price maximum price is a legal price set by the government below the prevailing equilibrium price. Prevailing equilibrium price to protect consumers. To protect consumers. Okay, the lamai. To protect consumers, the main purpose of setting maximum price is to protect consumers from unnecessary higher prices. Okay, the lamai. Here highlight below the this is a prevailing lamai. ILING, prevailing. It's been current market. It's been to 300 lamai, right? Below the prevailing market price. Okay, the lamai. Then remember lamai, the maximum price must be imposed below the prevailing equilibrium price. Otherwise, it won't be effective lamai. Okay. This is called effective maximum price. Effective maximum price means setting a legal price on product on product that price must be below the equilibrium price. Okay, the llama. Any doubt? කරන්න ඕක ළමයි මුකුත් අවුලක් නැහැ නේ. එක්සාම්පල් සන්දි ලම්මෝ ලංකාවේ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඔය ලුණු වලට ගියා දැන් පොඩි ටයිම් මාස දෙකක් ඇති උපරිම. ඊට පස්සේ ඔය 2022 වල අර ෆයිනෑන්ෂල් ක්‍රයිසිස් එක වෙලාවේ ගොඩක් තිබ්බ. මට මතකයි අර මේ කිරිපිටි වලටත් දාලා තිබුණා. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ ඔය PCR වල ගොඩක් ඒක තිබුණා. ඊට පස්සේ මට මතකයි ඔය after 2017 ළමයි වලට මතකද දන්නේ අර during Maithripala Sirisena former president, soon after he elected as a president lamai, he imposed, I mean that government imposed maximum prices on all medicines, right? Because lamai during that time period the pharmacy, the private organizations, okay, the lamai were charging different prices. Then Maithripala Sirisena's government set a maximum price on all drugs. Okay, the lamai. That was very famous during that time period. Okay, the lamai. Liquor products they provide in ඒවා minimum price. liquor වලට maximum තමයි හොඳට තියෙන්නේ. පුතා maximum prices දාන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අර essentials products වලට. rice, sugar, egg, ඊට පස්සේ ළමයි salt, මේ වගේ ඒවා. ඔය මේක ළමයි ලංකාවේ විතරක් තියෙන එකක් නෙමෙයි හොඳේ. හැමතැනම තියෙනවා. ඔය ළමයි යුරෝප් වල හරි කොමන් මේ maximum price දාන මොනවටද දානද rent එකට. ඇයි ළමයි ඒ කට්ටියගේ මේ අර ගොඩාක් අය ඉන්නේ rent එකටනේ. එතකොට අර monthly expenditure එකේ rent එක කියන්නේ අර significant part එකක්. එයාලට ගොඩක් දැනෙනවා ඒක. එතකොට අර house owners ලට එහෙම එක prices charge කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ government එක maximum price එක. හරිද? ඒක හරි common ඔය යුරෝප් වල ළමයි. හරිද? The setting maximum price on rent houses. ඕකේද ළමයි? හරිද? හරිද සන්දීප්? Do you need more time ළමයි? No? Okay, the lamai. Write down the definition of maximum price. අර below the minimum equilibrium price එක පොඩ්ඩක් මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි. සමහරලාට questions දෙනවා එයාගේ يعني එයා දෙන equilibrium sorry මේ maximum price එක which is above the prevailing equilibrium price. It's useless. Okay, the lamai. But they can make a good question, right? Right, imposing maximum price is okay. Then lamai, when the government considers that the prevailing price, market price is harmful, it's been unfair to consumers, maximum price is imposed by the government in order to give, this is the main reason, in order to give a protection to the consumers, to protect consumers. අර මේකේ ළමයි හිම අර එහෙම standard definitions නේද මට මතක අර last year. කලින් එකේ හරි ළමයෙක් හිටියේ යාට මුකුත් අර එහෙම මේ අටපාඩම් කරගන්න බෑ ළමයා. යාට අර තේරෙන විදිහට තමයි යා ලියන්නේ. එහෙම අවුලක් නැහැ ළමයි. ඔයාලට කියන්න පුළුවන් maximum price is price which is set by the government when government thinks prevailing equilibrium price is unfair for consumers. Like that you can make your own definition ළමයි. Right? If you can remember this definition better, I mean like some case lama if you can't remember the definition, right, you can make your own definition if you know the theory concept, right? Example lama write down especially price imposing maximum prices. Number one on rice, milk powder, egg, some medicines, paracetamol වලට එහෙම බෑ ළමයි. ඒවට maximum price එකක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ rent හැබැයි ඒක ලංකාවේ නෑ ළමයි. හොඳේ. what are my example? Salt, clear the lamai. Shall we move on? Do we need more time?
Let's move on, sir. Done, sir.
Done. Okay, next one. ළමයි draw this one. Imposing an effective maximum price. මේ හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි මේ effective maximum price කියන්නේ හොඳට අහගන්න. effective maximum price එකක් නම් ළමයි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මෙයා අර equilibrium price එකට පහලින් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. below the equilibrium price. Okay ද ළමයි? if government wants to set an effective maximum price, government has to impose a maximum price below the equilibrium price. This is known as effective maximum. Government needs to impose a price below the prevailing market price as a maximum price. The following graph shows the effects of setting a maximum price on the free market. Okay, write it down. I mean this graph, what I have drawn on the board. Let me know once you're done. Remember, though maximum price is a legal price, lamai, it is not an equilibrium price. Remember, yeah, it's a legal price. It's good for consumers, but uh, demand and supply are not equal at maximum price. Excess demand or shortage of goods. Both are okay. Done. Okay. Others, Lamai, do you need more time? It's more okay. Punara, Ayatmi, Sandhi.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then Lamai, the table. Sorry, after the graph, there's a dotted line. Okay, below the graph, write this down. But I'll give separate name for this one. This is P1, P0, Q1, Q0, Q2. Okay, the Lamai. Write down. According to the above diagram, equilibrium price is P1, which is an equilibrium price. Okay, the line. As government thinks that P1 is unfair. Consumers government sets P0 sets maximum price of P0. That's better. Okay, the Lamai sets maximum price of P0. Maximum price of P0. Okay, the Lamai. Within bracket, write down P0 mean it's a legal price. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Right. Next one, Lamai. I think economic consequences of maximum price. Economic consequences of
Sir, can you
maximum
please
price.
show that
Lamai, this
now?
is very famous exam question. It
Sir,
was, huh?
sir, can you please show that
I cannot hear you,
definition?
Puta. Can you speak louder?
Sir, can you please show that definition?
Okay. Definition of maximum price.
Sorry, sir, explanation about the graph.
Explanation after the graph. Okay. According to the above diagram, equilibrium price is P1, which is an equilibrium price, full stop. As government thinks that P1 is unfair to consumers, government sets a maximum price of P naught, within bracket is a legal price. Right. Others, Lamai? Then Lamai, economic consequences. It is very famous exam question, Lamai. It was tested in 2017. Now you know one economic consequence, Lamai. Soon after, government sets a maximum price, excess demand occurs, Lamai. That is a first one, but I'm not going to explain these five, Lamai. I'll do one example with all calculation, then you can recognize what are the economic consequences. No need to explain. Okay, right. I'll come and fill these five blanks. Don't worry. I mean, no need here. If I explain, Lamai, I can explain these five economic consequences, but it's useless. Okay, you won't be able to understand. So it's better the doing press two one first example and second example is better, right? Then you can realize what are the economic consequences. Right. Example number one, Lamai, demand and supply equation of a particular product are given below. Okay, Lamai, calculate the yes. Without do press three questions, you can do it. Calculate the equilibrium price and quantity. Show the equilibrium situation on a diagram. Determine the value of consumer surplus and producer surplus at each. Okay, Lamai. This is very common example, right? QD equals 500 minus NP. Because the calculations are easy, Lamai. Okay, Lamai. Right. I'll give you 10 minutes to complete press 3 questions. Press 3. Right, okay, example number 1. Right. Example number 1. Right. Press part is equilibrium price and quantity lamai. QD equal QS. Simple. QD 500 minus 10p. QS minus 100 plus 10p. Then 500 plus 100 equals 10p plus 10p. Okay, the lamai. Here 20p equals 600 divided by 20 divided by 20, p equals 30 rupees. Right, then equilibrium quantity QD equals 500 minus 10p lamai. Then 500 minus 10 into price is 30. QD equals 500 minus 300, total 200 units. Okay, the lamai. This is equilibrium price and quantity. Then graph. Second one is the graph. Maximum demand price, it would be 15 and lamai. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Demand 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Max here minus 100. Equilibrium price is 30 and quantity 200 units. Okay, well, this is demand. Okay, the lamai. Then third one is consumer surplus and producer surplus. Simple. First part, second one, third one. Third one is consumer surplus. Consumer surplus equals my maximum demand price 50 minus equilibrium price into equilibrium quantity 200 units divided by 2 lamai. Answer 2. Producer surplus equilibrium price 30, minimum supply price 10 into equilibrium quantity 200 divided by 2, then answer 1000 rupees. Huh? Okay, the lamai. These are the answers for first 3 questions. Ask anything if you have. Do you need more time, lamai? Yes. Lamai. Done. Others, lamai?
Done, sir.
Done. Does
Yes.
anyone need more time? Unara? Finish.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. Then we can move to this. Right. Now, next question is, assume that government has imposed a minimum price of 15 on this product. Now, government has decided to, impose a maximum price of 15 rupees on this product. Okay, the lamai. Then draw the maximum price on the graph, lamai. Maximum price 15 rupees. 50, 15, 15. Puta, shall we correct it as 20? Has anyone drawn it? Is it okay? Okay to change to 20?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Right. Maximum price is 20 lamai. This is the maximum price. Maximum price is 20 rupees. Okay, the lamai. Right. Okay, maximum price. Draw a straight line at price 20 lamai. Then next question is lamai, press 1. Fourth question, part A. Calculate the shortage of goods after the maximum price. Look at the board, lamai. I'll do it. Part 1. Puta, soon after setting this maximum price, yes, you can see, you can mark this, show this excess shortage of goods or excess demand. Here is the demand, here is the supply. Here is the supply, lamai. Okay, right. The first question is calculating excess demand. Look at the board, lamai. This is the answer for first question. Put that, write down the equation. Excess demand equals can anyone remember the equation? Excess demand?
QD minus QS.
Yes, QD minus QS. Put that, look at the board. I'll do it. Look at the board. Here, lamai, you can take the values based on your graph. By looking at your graph, yes, 100 and 300. But lamai, don't trust your graph. That's my advice. In this question, it's okay because you can clearly see these values, right? Demand and supply at price 20. But it's better to use demand and supply equations. Look at the board. If you want to calculate quantity demand, lamai, quantity demand, this value, quantity demand at price 20, use demand equation. QD equals 500 minus 10p. Okay, 500 minus 10 into price is, sorry, this is quantity demand mean here. Price is 20 lamai. Then 500 minus 200 mean 300 units lamai. Okay, it's mean lamai, consumers are willing and able to buy 300 units soon after government sets this price of 20 rupees maximum price 300. This is the quantity. If you want to calculate quantity supplied at maximum price, use supply equation. Minus 100 plus 10p. Then minus 100 plus 10 into price is 20. Minus 100 plus 200 lamai. Here QS is 100 units. Now it's okay lamai. 100 units. Then lamai QD is 300 units. QS is 100 units. Then you can see there is an excess demand of 200 units. Excess demand of 2. Okay, the lamai. show the area showing excess demand. This is the excess demand lamai, right? Excess demand. හරිද ළමයි? මොකක් කරේ අවුලක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. හරිද ළමයි? Shall we move on? Next one. Do you need more time?
Okay, sir, let's move.
Right. Others? Remoni?
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Second one is write down. Sorry, B. Decide maximum black market price and black market price range. Look at the board and listen me carefully. ළමයි, black market. What is mean by a black market? අර කළු කඩ කියන්නේ ළමයි අපි. මේක නම් මහා කළු කඩ මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් කියනවා නේද ළමයි? කළු කඩයක් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි. Black market. ඒ වගේ why do we use that word ළමයි? What does it mean? ළමයි කළු කඩ කියන එක හරි කොමන් නේද ළමයි? ගම්වල එහෙම කියනවා නේද? කළු කඩ මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් වෙන්න එපා එහෙම කියනවා නේද? කළු කඩයක්. හරි. ළමයි, if there is a maximum price, excess demand is unavoidable. Remember forever, right? Wherever the government sets a maximum price, definitely 100% sure, right? Excess demand occurs, lamai. Right? Okay. Then lamai, you can see 300 units are being demanded. 300 units are being demanded, but supply is 100 units, lamai. This is quantity supply. Okay, the lamai. Then now people suffer. Why? Now people have to experience so many difficulties at the market. Why, lamai? Okay, only 100 units are available, but demand 300, lamai. Then you have to go from one place to another. This is called searching cost, right, lamai? Okay, from one market to another to search goods, because goods are not available. Okay, there are, but it's not up to a sufficient level. Okay, the lamai. Then it's a burden for consumers, lamai. Did you get the point? Then lamai, the businessman, this producers try to sell these 100 units available. Now only 100 units available. These 100 units at a higher price, lamai. ලංකාවේ නෝක හරි කොමන් ළමයි. ආ ෂේප් එකේ කියනවා නේද ළමයි කඩේට ගියාට පස්සේ මේ මහත්තයෝ මේ 200 වලට නෑ ළම මේ එහෙම නෑ මහත්තයෝ අපිටවත් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නෑ මේ මම ඊයේ ගෙනාවා මේ මෙහෙන් මාත් ගෙනාවේ 250 වලට මහත්තයාට හින්දා මම 270 වලට දෙන්න. එහෙම කියනවා නේද ළමයි? එයා අර ෂේප් එකේ මොකද කරන්නේ ළමයි? අර තියෙන quantity එක වැඩි ගානකට විකුණනවා ළමයි. ඔකට කියනවා maximum price. Sorry, මේ black market. Black market mean it's any place where product is sold at a price which is above the maximum price. Okay, the lamai. It's mean here maximum price is 20. If one product is sold at 21 rupees, okay, the lamai, which is a black market price. No any excuse, black market. Right? Any price which is above maximum price, above the maximum price is known as a black market price. Okay, the lamai. They ask the maximum black market price, right? But this is the maximum black market price. Maximum black market price. This is called maximum black market price. Okay, the lamai. Because here producers can sell this limited quantity at a higher price because lamai consumers are willing to pay a higher price. It's better than like searching goods, right, everywhere. ඕකේද ළමයි? දැන් අපිත් කැමතිනේ ළමයි අවුලක් නෑ අර පෙට්‍රල් ගත්තේ ළමයි 3000 4000 වල ලීටර් එකක් ළමයි. අවුලක් නෑනේ එහෙම. ක්ලියර්ද ළමයි? ගෑස් සිලින්ඩර්ස් ගත්තේ 10000 වලට. අර ඒ කියන්නේ පෝලිං වල එහෙම ඉන්නවට වඩා ඒක ලේසි ළමයි. අර මිනිස්සුන්ත් එහෙම ඒක පේ කරන්න ලෑස්ති ළමයි. ඒ හින්දා කොහොමත් අර ප්‍රොඩියුසර්ස්ලට අවුලක් නෑ. ක්ලියර්ද ළමයි? සිමෙන්ට් වලත් තියෙනවා. ඒකත් හරි. ඔව් හරි. ඕකේද ළමයි? ඔව්. It's very common in Sri Lanka. Cement. ඕකේද ළමයි? Right. Right. This is called maximum. What I need to say ළමයි, producers can charge a higher price because consumers are willing to pay even a higher price to buy this limited quantity. ඕකේද ළමයි? දැන් maximum black market price කියලා බලෙන් විකුණන්නේ නැහැ නේ ළමයි. මුදලාලි කියන්නේ නැහැ නේ මේ අරන් යනවා වෙලෙ. එහෙම කියන්නේ නැහැ. producer ගන්න කැමති වෙන්නත් ඕනේ ළමයි. හැබැයි ආ අවුලක් නැහැ. Is willing to pay a maximum higher price, even higher price, because it's better. I mean, it's better than going from one place to another place. Search goods, right? So maximum black market price means the maximum price that consumer is willing to pay to buy this product. Okay, look at the board. So that this is a point on the demand curve. This is a point on the demand curve. So if you want to calculate this price, don't trust your diagram, right? Answer might be 40, but don't trust it. Okay. This is the one. This point is you can say is on the demand curve. So you can use demand equation to calculate price. I'm calculating maximum black market price. Use demand equation 500 minus 10p. Look at the board, lamai. At this point, lamai, we know the quantity 100. Supply is 100. To buy these 100 units, consumers are willing and able to pay maximum this price. Okay. Then here quantity is 100. Substitute 100 equals 500 minus 10p. Okay. Then 10p equals 500 minus 100. Then 10p equals lamai 400. Divided by 10, divided by 10, p equals 40 rupees. This is a maximum black market price. It's called maximum black market price. Maximum black market price. හරිද? මොන හරි ඉෂුව එකක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න ළමයි. මම මේක විතරයි හදන්නේ ළමයි. ඔයාලට කොහොමත් ඔයාලට තමයි හදන්නේ. හරි. ඕකේද ළමයි? Write down. Maximum black market price is maximum black market price. Maximum black market price is how much lamai? 40 rupees. They ask another question, black market price range. The black market price range is from 20 to 40. Black market price range. Price range. $20 to $40. Okay, this gap shows the from distance from 20 to 40. This shows the black market price range. Black market price range. Anything, Lamai? Yes. Shall we move on, Lamai? Okay. Others lamai? Punara? Remoni? Ayatmi? Sandeep?
Done, sir.
Done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Puta, what does it mean, this maximum black market price? ඔක 41 වෙන්න බැරිද ළමයි? මෙහෙමයි ළමයි. දැන් ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකකට ප්‍රොඩියුසර් 40 නෙමෙයි 100 වුණත් එයා අවුලක් නෑ ළමයි. එයාට ඕන higher price එකක් it's okay. Producer is willing to sell this product at maybe 200 rupees. Okay, but consumer should agree lamai. Consumer also should agree with this price. Okay, here maximum black market price mean the price that consumer is willing to pay maximum to buy 100 units. Okay, then අවා ගියාට පස්සේ කියනවා හරි මේවා අපි ඉක්කියමු ළමයි. මුදලාලි කියනවා මහත්තයා මේ 20 වලට නම් එහෙම නෑ බිත්තර මේ 25 වලට නම් තියනවා එහෙම කියලා. ඒකට වඩා අවුලක් නෑ මුදලාලි කමක් නෑ. අරන් එනවා. 30ත් වාට අවුලක් නෑ. අර තැන තැනට යනවට වඩා මේක හොඳයි කියලා ඔන්න අරන් එනවා. 35ත් අවුලක් නෑ. කමක් නෑ ටිකක් අච්චර කැමති නෑ ඒත් ඔයා කියනවා කමක් නෑ. 37 අවුලකුත් නෑ. black market තමයි black market price තමයි හැබැයි consumer pay කරන්න කැමති කොහොමත් එයා ඉතින් ගන්න කැමතිනේ ළමයි 37 38 උත් අවුලක් නැහැ හැබැයි එහෙම කියලා ඕන price එකක් දෙන්න කැමති නැහැ තේරුණාද මේ maximum price කියන්නේ the maximum price that consumer is willing and able to pay to buy this 100 units යා එහෙම කියලා 45 ගෙවන්නේ නැහැ. කොච්චර shortage එකක් තිබ්බත් මුදලාලි කිව්වොත් 45 වලට තමයි දෙන්න වෙන්නේ. සමුසි තියා ගන්නවා තමයි. ගන්න ළමයි. ඔය කියන එක තේරෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ 45 වලට producer okay හැබැයි consumer okay. ඒ price එකක් ඒක වෙන්න ළමයි කියන්නේ. මොකක් හරි exchange price එකක් වෙන්න නම් ඒක the both parties should you know right. Any doubt ළමයි? No. Is called maximum black market price and black market price range. Black market means it is any seller or any place where products are sold at a price more than maximum. Okay, the lamai right. So B is okay. C, estimate the consumer surplus and producer surplus after setting this price. Okay. Look at the board lamai. Consumer surplus and producer surplus. Right. What is mean by consumer surplus lamai? Part C, consumer surplus after maximum price. Okay, the lamai. Right. Look at the board lamai. Consumer surplus means the difference between the price that consumers are willing and able to pay. The price that consumers are willing and able to pay maximum. Right. Here maximum price is 50. But now lamai, consumer can buy, I mean after maximum price, consumers can buy product at 20 rupees. Okay. Sorry. Lamai, shall we calculate producer surplus first? I think it's better. Remember lamai, now when calculating consumer surplus and producer surplus, we assume no black market prices. Okay, no black market prices, then government takes legal actions against sellers who are selling the products products at a price more than maximum price, and the legal procedure is so tough, so no one wants to sell products at black market prices. Okay, the lamai. Right. Look at the board. Lamai, calculate producer surplus first. Look at the board. Producer surplus equals. Assume no black market price. Producer can charge only 20 rupees. Then you can say, Lamai, if 1 unit is sold, producer actually gets how much, Lamai? 20 rupees. This is the actual price received by producer. Minus expectation. Minimum expectation is 10. Right? Minimum expectation of producer is 10. But producer receives how much, Lamai? 20 minus minimum expectation 10 into. My next question, Lamai. To multiply this, which quantity should I use? There are three quantities, 100, 200 or 300. Lamai, after the maximum price, actual quantity sold is 100 units. You cannot calculate benefit of producer for 200 units or 300 units because 300 or 200 units are not being sold at the market at this point. I mean, at maximum price, right? So producers can sell only 100 units. So this distance should be multiplied by. Okay, the lamai. Puda, is it triangle? Yes. Look at this. This is the area. 20 minus 10. This distance multiplied by 100 divided by 2. This area of this triangle shows the producer surplus after the maximum price. Okay, the lamai. So divided by 2. If you want, lamai, you can make your own equation. Producer surplus equals maximum price minus minimum supply price into 100 mean lamai. Quantity supplied at maximum price. Awulak nane lamai, divided by 2. Poda kahaganna. Right, answer is how much lamai? 50, 15 to 10, 500 neda lamai. Producer surplus decreases to 500. Hari මේක හදා ගන්නකො ළමයි. Producer surplus, consumer surplus වලට දැම යන්න එපා. මොන හරි අවුලක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න ළමයි. Producer surplus. මම නම් equations දෙන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. ඔයාලට ඕනි නම් ලියා ගන්න. අවුලක් නැහැ. 20 කියන්නේ මොකක්ද ළමයි? 20 කියන්නේ maximum price එක. 100 sorry 10 කියන්නේ minimum supply price into 100 mean quantity supplied at the maximum price divided by 2 because this area is shown by a triangle. Area is shown by a triangle. So divided by 2. Okay, the lamai. You can compare consumer surplus before maximum price and after maximum. You can recognize there is a clear difference, lamai. Reduction in producer surplus. Let me know once you are done. Okay, the lamai. Right. Okay. Next one, lamai. Consumer surplus. Look at the board. Consumer surplus. Consumer surplus means the maximum price that consumers are willing and able to pay 50. Me balana lamai. 50 minus actual price which is paid by consumer at the maximum price. Now consumer can buy one product, one unit at 20 rupees. And this is the price that consumer actually pays, lamai, right? 20 rupees into how many units are being purchased by consumer at maximum price, 100 lamai. So we have to multiply this the benefit by 100 units. Look at the board, lamai. Is it triangle? The big question. මේ ළමයි 50 minus 20. 50 කියන්නේ මේ ලොකු distance එකනේ. The remove this 20, then this is the 30. It's mean the distance. Okay, the ළමයි. If you multiply this distance by 300 units, then it would be a triangle. But now we are multiplying this value by 100 ළමයි. So this is not triangle. This is trapezium ළමයි. මතකද මෙයා O level වල? මතක නැහැ? It's not triangle ළමයි. Did you get the point?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, පුතා.
Sir, why can't we use 300 as the quantity?
Because ළමයි now consumers are not purchasing 300 units. අපිට බොරු එක්කර කැල් කරන්න බෑනේ. දැන් එයාලා 300 ගන්නවද? නෑ. එයාලා ගන්න කැමති 300. They are willing to buy 300 units, but only 100 units are available at the market. So whether they like or not, they have to buy only 100 units. It's a good question. But consumer, whether they like or not, they have to buy 100 units. So this advantage can be calculated for only 100 units. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Then now it's a trapezium. Puta, I divide this trapezium into two parts. Right? Puta, you can use that equation of calculating equation for calculating area of trapezium, which was used in O-level time, right? But here I use different method to calculate producer surplus. I divide this trapezium into two parts, lamai. This part is a triangle part, this is rectangle part. Okay, the lamai. I'll say this is part A. Okay. And sorry. What are the shaded area? Both this the area in blue color and red color show the consumer surplus after the maximum price. Okay, the lamai, sir. Not triangle. It's a trapezium. I divide this part, the entire area, into two parts. This is part A. Okay, the lamai. This is part B. Now you can calculate area of part A and part B separately and add them together. Okay, the llama. You can use the equation of the area, the equation of calculating area of a trapezium. It's also okay, but here I use this one. Then consumer surplus equals area of A. Area of A plus area of B. B mean lamai rectangle, A mean triangle. Now you can calculate lamai. Sitma, how to calculate area of A, triangle A? අර ඒකයි මේක කටපාඩම් කරලා කරන්න බැරි ළමයි. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? මෙන්න මෙතන distance එක ගන්න. මේකනේ එන්න ඕනේ. කොහමද ගන්නෙ ළමයි? Sigma, how much distance here? I need answers ළමයි. How much distance here? Sandil? අයියෝ ළමයි. How much the distance?
10 rupees.
10. Sigma, are you there? Yes. 10. 10 ළමයි. Yes. How did you calculate 10? 50 minus 40. Okay, the lamai. Then this distance is okay. Then this distance. This distance is 100. Then multiplied by 100. This is a triangle lamai. So divided by 2. Harida lamai. Plus. Now area of B. No need to divide by 2. Because it's not triangle. It's rectangle. Okay, the lamai. Okay. Here distance is 100. And O-level mathematics lamai. This distance into this distance. Okay, the lamai. Here distance is lamai 40 minus 20. 40 minus 20. Right? Then you can calculate the reduced consumer surplus. Okay, the lamai 150. Here 15 to 10, 500 plus here lamai 20 into 100 mean 2000. Then total consumer surplus is 2000. This is the only method you have. Okay, the lamai. Right. Others? Ayatmi, Remoni, Unara.
Done.
Right. Then lamai social welfare loss. You have to calculate economic surplus before maximum price and after maximum. Then this difference should be the loss in social welfare. Okay, the lamai. Right. Uda shade these areas using different colors. Use different, I don't know. not marker pen, highlighters ne. Right. මේවට equations ඕන්න නම් ළමයි ඔයා හදන්න ඕනි නම් කියන්න එහෙම ඕනේ නැහැ නේද ළමයි ඔයා පිස්සු ළමයි මේවා මතක තියාගන්න වෙන වැඩ නැද්ද ළමයි right right okay economic surplus before maximum price economic surplus before the maximum price consumer surplus plus producer surplus consumer surplus 2000 producer surplus also 2000 then total economic surplus is 4000 okay the lamai now economic surplus after the maximum price economic surplus after maximum price now here there is no government cost in subsidy and taxes when calculating economic surplus after tax or subsidy uh, government cost or revenue need to be taken into account but here no only consumers and still consumers and producers because government is there government involvement is there but it just set in a legal price no cost or benefit for the government right consumer surplus plus producer surplus consumer surplus we have already calculated 2500 plus producer surplus 500 then economic surplus after maximum price is 3000 3000 rupees okay then loss in social welfare should be loss in social welfare should be how much lamai before maximum price 4000 after maximum price 3000 and there is a loss of 1000 and then final conclusion is lamai this maximum price is useless okay the lamai but that this distance shows the this one this green color one this triangle shows the loss in social welfare if you calculate area of this triangle lama it's okay answer should be how much 1000 okay the lamai ඒ කියන්නේ ඔය ළමයි මේ මම මේ ෂේඩ් කළේ දැන් මෙන්න මේ පාර්ට් එක කාටවත් නෑ ළමයි කලින් ඕකේ පාර්ට් එකක් කන්සියුමර්ට තිබ්බා ප්‍රොඩියුසර්ට තිබ්බා මේ පාර්ට් එක දැන් කාටවත් නෑනේ ළමයි මේ කන්සියුමර් සෝරි ප්‍රොඩියුසර් සර්ප්ලස් එක මේ පාර්ට් එක කන්සියුමර් සර්ප්ලස් එක මේ ට්‍රපීසියම් එතකොට මේ පාර්ට් එක කොහෙටවත් නෑ නේද ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද ළමයි කන්සියුමර්ටත් නෑ ප්‍රොඩියුසර්ටත් නෑ හැබැයි කලින් තිබුණා තේරුණාද මේකට තමයි සෝෂල් වෙල්ෆෙයාර් ලොස් හරිද ළමයි right now this is the social welfare loss social welfare loss okay the lamai you can use you can calculate area of this shaded triangle lamai if you want to calculate social welfare loss same answer second method this is first method second method social welfare loss equals lamai this distance it's 20 ne lamai 40 minus 20 20 into this distance here 100 lamai this is a triangle lamai so divided by 2 so answer should be 1000 both are okay lamai this one or this one හරිද ළමයි? Oh, my party is over ළමයි. Ask anything. Right, okay. Others ළමයි පුනාරා?
Done, sir.
Done. Now ළමයි, you can come to that the part we skipped. Economic consequences of economic consequences of economic consequences of maximum price. Now you know economic consequences of maximum price. But economic consequences mean both positive and negative sides, right? After setting a maximum price. What are the lamai economic consequences? Huh? Number one, write down lamai economic consequences. Number one, shortage, or we can say excess demand. Right? Trust. Page number, I'm talking about page number 2. Economic consequences of black market price. Okay, the lamai. Write down trust one. Economic consequences of black market price. Number one, lamai, excess demand. හරිද ළමයි? Economic consequences. Economic consequences. Number one, excess demand. Excess demand. Within bracket, write down lamai, shortage of goods. Shortage of goods. If you want lamai, you can explain, right? How this excess demand occurs. You can say soon after government sets a maximum price, demand, consumers are willing to buy more, but producers are willing to supply less, causing අවුලක් නෑ නේද ළමයි? explain කරන්න කිව්වොත් explain කරන්න නම් එන්නේ නෑ ළමයි. Okay? First one, excess demand. Second one ළමයි, occurrence of black markets. Or you can say it is possible to occur black markets. Okay, the black market means any place where these products are sold at a higher price than maximum price, legal price. Okay, the third one, searching cost. Third one is searching cost, because consumers have to incur additional cost to search products. right? Searching cost. මතකයි අර පෙට්‍රල් එහෙම නැති කාලේ නේද ළමයි? ගියානේ සෙට් ගානේ තෙල් ගහන්න. ගියා නේද? නැද්ද? ගෑස් ගන්න දවස් ගණන් හිටියා නේ වාහන නතර කරලා. ආයෙ තමයි searching cost, right? Additional cost. ඒක maximum price නෙමෙයි, ඒක වෙන මොකක්ද එකක් ළමයි. හරිද? හරිද? ඒක වෙන එකක්. ඒක maximum price නෙමෙයි. That's another story ළමයි. Right? We didn't have enough foreign exchange to import fuel. That's not maximum price, but same result. Searching cost. Searching costs. Within bracket write down ළමයි wasting time and money. Wasting time and money. Wasting time and money. Fourth one, welfare impact. පුතා I'm reading out this marking scheme answer. Okay, 2017. These are the answers given for economic consequences, right? First one, welfare impact. Sorry, fourth one, welfare impact. Within bracket, write down lamai. Producer surplus decreases. Producer surplus decreases. And consumer surplus increases. හරි නේද ළමයි? මතක බලන්න අර example එක. Consumer surplus increases. ඒක අර normal generally accepted one. Right? Impact, welfare impact. Next one ළමයි. Inefficient resource allocation. Inefficient resource allocation. පුතා මතකද economic efficiency එක? There are any economy wants to achieve economic efficiency, two conditions must be fulfilled. Can anyone remember? PPC lesson. What are the conditions for economic efficiency ළමයි?
Allocative or productive?
Not only allocative, both productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. Okay ළමයි? But here allocative efficiency is not there. Why? Can you remember the condition for allocative efficiency? Can you remember the condition for allocative efficiency? That's a condition. මතක නැද්ද කාටවත් ළමයි? මතකද මෙයාව? Marginal cost equals මතක නැහැ? Oh, wonderful. Price equal marginal cost. Yes. Price equal marginal cost. Puta, inefficient. If this condition is not fulfilled, resource allocation is inefficient. Yes. After, I'll explain this point later on. Otherwise, you will mess up everything, right? Remember, Lama, if there's, maximum price, resource allocation is not efficient. In other words, we can say MC and price are not equal. Okay, Lama. Next one. Sixth one, maximum price may help people we can say people who cannot afford the product. Cannot afford may help people who cannot afford to buy the product. Cannot afford to buy the product. Okay, the lamai. It's a good point, lamai. Because some low income earners, lamai, who cannot afford the product, will have some advantages. Ne, the lamai. Now, this according to my example, now consumers can have the product at 20 rupees, lamai. Okay, the lamai. මේ මාකින් එකේ නම් ළමයි මෙන්න මේක දීලා නෑ සවන්ත් එක. හැබැයි ඔයාගේ මේ අර ප්‍රොෆෙසර්ගේ ඒක අර මේ එයාගේ පොතේ තියෙනවා මම එකක් දෙන්නම් ළමයි. හරිද? මාකින් එකේ දීලා නෑ 17 වල. මේකත් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක තියාගන්න. Okay, ද ළමයි. Lack of investment. Lack of investment. Investment on the product, or we can say industry, where maximum price is imposed. Price is set. It means lamai this setting maximum price discourages producers lamai, because now they can sell according to my example lamai original equilibrium price 30 rupees ne lamai, but now they have to sell 1 unit at 20 rupees. Then their profit is shrinking, right? Profit level reduces. So future investment on this industry may reduce lamai. Lack of investment for the product which is imposed a maximum price, because producers are discouraged. එකක් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක තියාගන්න. Lack of investment on the product or industry where maximum price is set. Any doubt lamai? lamai?
No, sir.
Right, my part is over lamai. Yes. And now your part lamai. There are so many examples. හරි නේද ළමයි? Consequences, okay. Here there are 5 blanks, right? Okay, lamai, you can do these examples. Yes, one by one. How many examples? First one, okay. Second one, you can do it. Third one, yes. Fourth one, yes. Wonderful question, lamai. Fourth one, nice question. There are 2 points. Black market price, you know black market price, and all. Sorry, black market and black market price. You know this story. Lamai, I forgot to tell this one. Oh my god, that's the main point, lamai. 8.1. There's another one. Non-price rationing method. This is the last. This mean lamai, soon after setting a maximum price lamai, some different techniques occur in the market. These are called non-price rationing methods. Write down lamai 8.1. When make a when make a lamai. When make a different different means of non-price rationing. Nah, this is not different means, should be different methods. Different methods. මේකත් ලියන්න ළමයි. Occurrence of non-price rationing methods. Non-price ration 8th one ළමයි. Non-price rationing. අර 7th එක අමතක කරත් කමන්නේ මේක අමතක කරන්න එපා ළමයි. මේක මේන් පොයින්ට් එක අමතකුණා. නෑ මම මේක අර අන්තිමට දෙන්න හිතන් හිටියේ. මේක අර ටොපික් එකක් හින්දා. ඕකේද ළමයි? Non-price ration occurrence of non-price rationing method. මම මේක එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්න දැනට පොඩ්ඩක් note down කරන්න. එතකොට හරි. හරිද ළමයි? The occurrence of non-price rationing method. Rationing mean lamai distributing method. How to distribute this limited quantity. Okay, the lamai. Then you have 3 examples lamai. Example number 2, 3 and 4. Okay, the lamai. Then I'll be doing this non-price rationing method next day because otherwise lamai is too much ne the lamai. You can practice more questions. Okay, the lamai. Then complete these 3 questions today itself lamai if you can. Should be better. Okay, then lamai the biggest one is 2022 A level paper question. 2021 I think 1 minute until 2021 තියෙනවා නේද paper එක. අසිත් මහරි කමන්නේ මට දාන්න ඉක්මනට group එකට 20 පොඩක් ඉන්න 2020 පොඩක් ඉන්න ළමයි. Hmm. 2020 ළමයි. 2020 second paper question number 3 part 4. පුළුවන්ද කාට හරි දාන්න. සිත්ම මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්ද 2022 sorry 2021. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you Sitma. This is last one lamai. Okay, Puta, this is a good question. Why? This is a 8-mark question. It's a big question. A competitive market has demand and supply functions given. QD equal 180 minus 2P and supply function given. Calculate amount of dead weight loss. Ah, sorry Lama, you cannot do that. Sorry, I'm sorry Lama, because this is from price flow flows. Price flow, not maximum. I thought it would be price price ceiling policy. No, you cannot do this one, but you can do second question of this one. Not second and third both. Why does a price ceiling create excess demand? Simple නේද ළමයි ඒක නම් පුළුවන් වඩ කරන්න. Explain your answer using a diagram, 4 marks. Why does a price ceiling create an excess demand for a product? Explain your answer using a diagram, 4 marks. Third one, why does a producer subsidy create a dead weight loss? Dead weight loss. Illustrate your answer using an appropriate diagram. අර අපි social welfare loss කියලා කතා කරේ. Dead weight loss එකයි social welfare loss එකයි දෙකක්. හැබැයි subsidy එකට it's okay. ඕකේද ළමයි? ඒක දැනට ඔක ලෝඩ ගන්න එපා. මෙතන social welfare loss කියලා හිතලා කියන්න answers. හරිද? දැන් බලන්න dead weight loss මේ loss in social welfare කැල් කරන්න නෙමෙයි තමයි තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? එයා මොකක්ද අහන්නේ? Why does a producer subsidy create a dead weight loss? අන්න ඕකනේ ළමයිට කියන්නේ කටපාඩම් කරලා ඔය වැඩේ කරන්න බෑ. මාර creative questions ළමයි. ඔයාලට මාර idea එකක් තියෙනවා. Explain, illustrate your answer using an appropriate diagram. Fourth එක කරන්න එපා. ඒක price flow එකකින් ළමයි. Okay ද ළමයි? Hmm. Any question, Lamai? No. Others, Lamai?
No, sir.
So that I clear the lesson from beginning to this point. Maximum price, then consequences of maximum price. Okay, how maximum price is practically applied in Sri Lanka. Okay, the Lamai. Then any calculation, Lamai, right? Okay. These are the areas you should know. There's a small part, Lamai, but now it's your part, your time to practice more questions. Do all questions, Lamai. There are 3 examples. Complete them. Then you can understand the lesson very well. Then I'll explain the last part of it. Okay, the Lamai. Give me 1 minute. But I'll do one question. This is the last paper that I sent you last week. I'll do second question. Second question, last part. This is very important question, Lamai. It's a very creative question actually. Last one. Has anyone answered? Second question, last part. Second question, last part. Has anyone answered? This one, Lamai, to this one. Assume මෙන්න මෙයාව කරමුද අපි ළමයි? Assume that Sri Lankan government has decided to impose an indirect tax on online sales. This is charged at a 18% on online transaction. මේක මේ October. The government is going to implement this 18% tax rate on October onwards, lamai. It's a true story in Sri Lanka. Okay, this online platforms, lamai, Uber. What else, lamai? Earlier, there were no taxes for these online platforms, but now government has decided to impose indirect tax, but 18%. 18%. Okay, the lamai. Explain economic impact. Economic impact mean lamai both advantages and disadvantages, whatever, right? Positive and negative. Introduction of the indirect tax on the market for paper sold online in Sri Lanka. Illustrate your answer with an appropriate diagram. Has anyone done this question, Lamai? No? Sitma?
No, sir.
Any idea, Lamai? How to do this question? We have already done taxes, Lamai. Here, no calculation. But this is it unit tax or ad valorem tax? My first question is?
Ad valorem tax.
Very good, ad valorem tax, Lamai. So, why is a percentage? A percentage. Right? Then how to answer this question, Lamai? When you draw a graph, Okay, the lamai. Here I'm talking about question number 2, part 4. Number 1 is the graph. Price, quantity, 0. Demand curve. This is original supply curve. Okay, the lamai. This is the equilibrium price of one paper pack. Okay, the lamai. Sold on online platform. Mark the equilibrium price and quantity first. Then Punara, what happens, lamai? Government is about to impose indirect tax rate of 18%. Sitma, what should I do? How to show this tax on the diagram? Puta, if it was a unit tax, අනිදරු answers දෙන්න ඉක්මට කියන්න.
Supply curve shift.
Supply curve shift to the left side, parallel way, right? If it was a unit tax, supply curve shift to the left side by unit tax, parallelly like this. But here lamai is the ad valorem tax. Okay, the lamai. If ad valorem tax is imposed, supply curve shift to the left side but not parallel. It shifts like this. Okay, the lamai. S2 arrow to this side. This is new equilibrium price and quantity law, right? P2 and Q2. Okay, the lamai. And show the actual price received by producer, P0, PS. That's it, lamai. This is a graph. 2 marks given for graph. Here, lamai, you cannot shift your supply curve to the right side, sorry, left side by equal quantities. Okay, the lamai. That is the main difference between ad valorem tax and unit tax. In your level, lamai, calculation is not discussed, but you should know the difference between these two. Okay, the lamai. Then what are the economic impacts, lamai? What are the economic impacts? Number 1. Now, lamai, you have to pay a higher price to buy paper pack in online platform. Okay, the lamai. You can say equilibrium price of one paper pack, equilibrium price increases. These are the economic impacts, lamai. Second one, what about quantity? Equilibrium quantity falls. Lamai, if you can use this likely or may, this would be better, right? You can say equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity are likely to fall. Likely to fall. It means there's a possibility. No, not, sorry. Equilibrium price is likely to increase. Equilibrium quantity is likely to fall. Okay, the lamai. Then what are the other economic impacts, lamai? Third one. You can say the government could earn tax income Fourth one, lamai, we can say consumer surplus falls. Fifth one, producer surplus falls. And last one, lamai, there will be a loss in social welfare. Or we can say, lamai, loss in social welfare. We can say, lamai, loss in economic surplus. Last one, lamai, seventh one, we can say actual price received by producer, PS, is likely to fall. Okay, the lamai. Here the graph is given 2 marks, especially this shift. Okay, the lamai. This graph is given 2 marks, and any economic consequences, okay, any 4 economic consequences are given 2 marks, right? Half mark each. This is a way of allocating 2 marks. Any doubt, Lama?
No, sir.
No. Okay, the Lama. This is the way of testing questions, asking question without calculation, Lama. Practical way. This is a totally practical one, Lama. Complete is a practical. Okay, the Lama. Be careful. Last time they asked the difference between ad valorem tax and unit tax. Explain your answer using an appropriate diagram. Okay, the Lama. Okay, okay. That's enough today. Right, okay. Okay, Lamai. See you on. Okay, Buddha, I'll check it. Okay, Lamai. See you on Friday. I'll be
I'll
completing.
send that paper.
Okay, I'll say, Buddha, I cannot like get printouts and mark it like original way. I'll just let you know the mistakes, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Any doubt, Lamai? If you don't have any problem, we can wind up the session. Right. Okay, Lamai. See you on Friday. If you have any doubt, Lama, yes, good afternoon. Yeah. If you have any doubt, let me know. Okay. Right. Okay, Lama. See you on Friday. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Record.